The lessons I'm sharing with you today are very simple, but they hold immense power. Power to soften your heart, power to quiet your mind, power to remind your body that it is safe to heal. You don't have to struggle to change your life. You simply have to listen. Listen with love, not fear. When you listen with love to your thoughts, to your emotions, and to your body, healing begins naturally. Because your body is always speaking to you. It whispers through sensations, through tension, through fatigue, through joy. And when you learn to listen, you discover that it has been guiding you all along. My dear, within you lies the power to heal. Your mind, your emotions, and your body. You are not separate from life. You are life itself, expressing through a body, through a voice, through experience. Every cell in your body hears every word you say and every thought you think. The cells don't argue. They respond. They are like loyal children, believing whatever you repeat. So when you say, "I am strong," they stand taller. When you say, "I am tired of everything," they dim their light. And that is why I remind you, gently but firmly, be mindful of your words, for they are messages to your body. The mind and the body are not two. They are one system of communication. The body is the physical expression of your inner dialogue. When the mind holds tension, the body mirrors it. When the mind releases, the body relaxes. So often we treat illness as an enemy, but it is not. Illness is a message, a gentle signal that some part of you is calling for attention, not punishment. I like to think of disease as dis-ease, a body that has fallen out of ease, out of harmony. When we return to ease, healing begins. The moment you stop fighting the symptom and start listening to the message, everything changes. The pain in your shoulder may be carrying unspoken burdens. The tightness in your chest may be protecting an old grief. The fatigue may simply be your body saying, "Please rest. Please love me." When you approach your body with compassion, it begins to trust you again. So instead of saying, "What's wrong with me?" try saying, "What do you need, my love?" Feel the difference in energy. One closes the heart, the other opens it. The body doesn't lie, it speaks when the mind refuses to listen. And when you finally listen, you realize that your body has always been on your side, doing its best to keep you safe. Let's affirm together. I listen to my body's messages with compassion. Say it softly, again and again. Each repetition is like a healing balm to your cells. You are teaching your body that it can relax in your presence. You are letting it know that you will no longer attack it with criticism or fear, but care for it with tenderness and understanding. Now let's talk about love, because love is the greatest medicine there is. Not the love that demands or controls, but the kind that accepts and embraces. I have said this for decades and will never stop saying it. Loving yourself is the beginning of all healing. When you love yourself, you create an inner climate where health can flourish. When you criticize yourself, the body contracts. When you love yourself, it opens. Love changes your chemistry. It softens your hormones, balances your heartbeat, strengthens your immune system. Love is not just a feeling, it is a frequency, a vibration that every cell recognizes as home. That's why I encourage you to begin each morning with love. Before you pick up your phone, before you start your day, go to your mirror. Look into your own eyes and say, "I love you. I am here for you." At first, it might feel awkward. You might look away. You might even cry. That's all right. Those tears are old pain leaving your body. Keep looking, keep breathing, keep saying it. Because every time you say, "I love you," You are reparenting the parts of you that were never fully seen or accepted. You are teaching your mind that it is safe to receive kindness. You are reminding your inner child that it is still worthy of love, no matter what happened before. Let's affirm it together. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Take a deep breath as you say it. Let it vibrate in your chest. There is no condition attached to this statement. You don't have to be thinner, smarter, or richer to be worthy. You already are. Love is not something you earn. It's something you remember. When you fill yourself with love, your body begins to mirror that vibration. The skin glows, the eyes soften, the muscles loosen, the digestion improves. Why? Because the body finally feels safe. When the body feels safe, it stops defending and starts restoring. It stops bracing for attack and starts returning to balance. You are the healer you have been waiting for. Now, my dear, I want you to remember this truth. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. Healing is not about fixing what's wrong. It's about reclaiming what's been forgotten. Every so-called flaw, every scar, every ache has been trying to guide you back home to yourself. You are not being punished by your body. You are being invited by it to slow down, to forgive, to feel, to love. When you start seeing illness as a message rather than a mistake, everything changes. Pain becomes purpose. Fatigue becomes a teacher. Even heartbreak becomes holy, because each experience is leading you toward more awareness, more compassion, more light. I often say every illness is an opportunity for you to learn and grow. It's life's way of asking, will you choose love this time? Will you release fear and come back to your center? You don't have to get angry at your body. You only need to thank it for the message. You can say, thank you, body, for showing me where I've been out of balance. I am listening now. The body doesn't need to be fixed. It needs to be heard. It doesn't crave perfection. It craves connection. When you learn to listen lovingly, your body begins to trust you again. It becomes your ally, not your enemy. And that's when true healing happens. Let's affirm together, I am whole, healed, and complete. Feel how soothing that is. Healing doesn't mean nothing ever hurts again. It means you know how to care for yourself through it. It means you remember that wholeness was never lost. It was just covered by old thoughts and fears. Take a deep breath right now. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. Inhale love. Exhale judgment. This is healing. It's not dramatic. It's not complicated. It's simply the practice of coming back to love, again and again. When you catch yourself being harsh with yourself, pause and whisper, I choose love instead. When you feel pain in your body, place your hand there and say, I am listening. When you feel tired or overwhelmed, stop and breathe, all is well. These small acts of awareness, repeated often, create miracles. Remember, your body wants to heal, your mind wants peace, your heart wants love. When you stop resisting, they all begin to work together again. You don't have to figure it all out today. You don't need to have every answer. You only need to be willing to listen with love, to speak with kindness, and to think with gentleness. So today, let us choose to listen. Listen to the quiet signals within. Listen to the wisdom of your breath. Listen to the gentle pulse of life moving through you. It is always guiding you toward healing, toward balance, toward peace. Let's seal this practice with one more affirmation. I am willing to listen with love to my body and my mind. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. I am whole, healed, and complete. You are not trying to become someone new. You are remembering the wholeness that has always been yours. Every breath you take, every loving thought you choose is a step toward freedom. And as you listen to these words each day, let them remind you, you have never been broken. You have always been worthy. You are already healing right now in this very moment. This is wonderful because what we're about to explore today is one of the most beautiful, practical, and life-changing teachings about healing, how your emotions speak through your body. This is not theory. This is truth in motion. Every thought you think, every feeling you hold sends a signal to your body, and that signal either brings harmony or dis-ease. You see, my dear, your body is a loving messenger. It never lies to you. It doesn't punish you. It communicates with you. And when you begin to understand its language, you begin to unlock your own healing. Let's start with something I've taught for decades: the connection between emotion and the physical form. Headaches often come from self-criticism, from the pressure to be perfect, from those moments when you keep telling yourself, I'm not good enough. The mind tightens, the muscles follow, and pain arrives. So when you feel that pounding in your temples, pause, breathe, place your hand on your head and whisper, I'm willing to release this pressure. I am enough. Bruises or fevers are often anger turned inward, anger you didn't allow yourself to express. The heat of resentment looks for a way out, and the body raises its temperature saying, please feel me, please let me go. So the next time you feel that warmth rising, don't fight it. Ask gently, what am I angry about? And then forgive yourself for feeling it. Anger is not wrong. It's energy-seeking movement. Eye problems often come from fear. Fear of seeing the truth. Fear of looking at life as it is. When you say, I can't bear to look at this, your eyes obey. Healing begins when you say, I am willing to see with love. Throat tension shows up when you feel you have no right to speak. You swallow your truth to keep peace, but peace built on silence becomes pain. Your throat says, let me be heard. So speak, even if your voice shakes. Say, I am safe to express myself. Knee pain speaks of pride, stubbornness, and the refusal to bend. Life asks you to be flexible, to kneel before the lessons that shape you. When you resist, the knees ache under the weight of ego. Healing begins when you say, I am willing to be flexible. I am willing to learn. Guilt is another powerful force. Guilt is the belief that you deserve punishment, and punishment creates pain. Chronic guilt is like carrying a heavy bag of rocks. The body eventually buckles. The cure is mercy, mercy toward yourself. Whisper, I release the need to punish myself. I am free. And then there is long-term resentment, the quiet poison that eats away at health. When you hold hatred or bitterness, your cells tighten, your organs lose rhythm, your immune system weakens. It's not because you are bad. It's because you are powerful. Your energy cannot flow freely while you are gripping the past, so let it go. Not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve freedom. Each of these patterns is simply a reflection, not a sentence. The moment you recognize it, you've already begun to heal. Awareness is the first step. Say it with me. I am willing to release all old patterns that no longer serve me. Let that willingness wash through you like warm water. Feel your body sigh in relief. Now let's talk about something that transforms everything. Taking responsibility instead of blaming. This is the true turning point of healing. Blame keeps you stuck. Responsibility sets you free. When you blame, you say, It's their fault. They did this to me. When you take responsibility, you say, "This experience came into my life to show me something I need to heal." One statement makes you a victim, the other makes you powerful. Responsibility doesn't mean guilt or self-punishment. It means realizing that you are the only thinker in your mind, and that's where creation begins. You cannot control others, but you can choose your response. You cannot change the past, but you can rewrite your thoughts about it right now. Life is always mirroring your beliefs. When you see anger, ask yourself, where am I angry inside? When you see criticism, ask, where do I judge myself? When you see love, rejoice, because that's your reflection too. No one can truly harm your spirit. They can only show you what's waiting to be healed. Say it gently. I am responsible for the quality of my thoughts and my life. Feel what happens inside when you own that truth. You stop waiting for rescue. You stop blaming luck, fate, parents, partners. You begin to stand tall in your own light. Responsibility is not a burden. It's liberation. It means that you have the power to choose a new story at any moment. Sometimes people ask me, "Louise, does this mean I created my illness?" And I say, "No, darling. It means you have the power to uncreate it." When you recognize that your thoughts affect your body, you don't blame yourself. You awaken yourself. You move from fear to freedom. Now let's move into the heart of the healing process, forgiveness and release. This is where the body begins to breathe again. Resentment and guilt are the heaviest vibrations a person can carry, and the body reflects that weight. The back tenses, the stomach knots, the breath shortens. But when you forgive, everything loosens. Forgiveness is not about approving what happened. It's about freeing yourself from being tied to it. As long as you replay the old story, your body thinks it's still happening. But the moment you say, "I forgive and set myself free," the nervous system relaxes, the immune system strengthens, and life energy begins to flow again. Place your hand over your heart right now. Feel its rhythm. It beats for you unconditionally. Whisper to it, "I forgive and set myself free." Imagine that each breath you exhale carries away years of tension, regret, and bitterness. See those old patterns dissolving like smoke. Forgiveness doesn't change the past. It changes your relationship with the past. It replaces pain with peace. I've seen people's faces transform when they forgive. Shoulders drop, eyes brighten, skin glows. It's as though the body says, "Thank you for finally letting me rest." You don't need to know how forgiveness heals. You only need to know that it does. When you forgive, you return to the natural rhythm of love, and love is what the body understands best. Maybe someone hurt you deeply. Maybe life didn't go the way you hoped. It's all right. You can still choose to let go. You can say, "I release all resentment and choose peace." And every time you repeat that affirmation, the chains loosen a little more. One day, you'll realize you're free. Forgiveness also includes yourself. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is the one in the mirror. You might think, "If only I had done better," or "I should have known." But remember, you did the best you could with the awareness you had. Self-blame only recreates pain. Self-forgiveness creates space for growth. Say it softly. "I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now." And if the tears come, let them. Tears are not weakness, they are cleansing. They wash away old stories so the new can begin. So let's breathe together one more time. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Feel how the body is already lighter, freer, calmer. Healing has begun, right here in this moment. Repeat these affirmations with me now. I am willing to release all old patterns that no longer serve me. I am responsible for the quality of my thoughts and my life. I release all resentment and choose peace. You see, healing isn't something that happens to you. It happens through you. When you change your thoughts, you change your energy. When you change your energy, you change your body. The body is always listening, always responding to the thoughts you feed it. So today, decide to feed it love instead of fear, forgiveness instead of guilt, peace instead of pain. The transformation won't happen overnight, but it will happen because life always moves toward balance, toward healing, toward love. I want you to remember this. You were never meant to carry pain forever. Pain was a teacher. Love is your nature. The moment you stop fighting life and start listening with compassion, your body becomes your friend again. It becomes a temple of light instead of a battlefield. So, my dear, take this with you. You are not a victim of your body. You are its healer. You are not being punished. You are being invited to awaken. You are not broken. You are blossoming. May every cell in your body remember that it is made of light. May every thought you think support your highest good. May your heart remain open to forgiveness, to peace, to love. And whenever you forget, come back to this truth. I am willing to release all that no longer serves me. I am responsible for my thoughts and my healing. I release all resentment and choose peace. Say it every day until your body smiles back at you. Because it will. It always does. What if I told you that right now, this very second, your body is listening to you? Every thought you think, every word you whisper becomes an instruction for your cells. Your body hears everything. It listens when you criticize it. It listens when you thank it. It listens when you say, "I'm so tired," and it begins to grow tired. It listens when you say, "I am resting and restoring," and it starts to soften, to breathe, to heal. The body is a faithful servant of the mind. It simply follows your direction. So ask yourself, what kind of language am I teaching my body? Am I speaking love, or am I speaking fear? Am I speaking peace, or am I speaking pressure? You see, your body is not your enemy, not. It is your oldest friend, your truest companion, the home that has held you through every joy and every storm. It deserves gentleness. It deserves appreciation. Words are medicine or poison. Choose medicine. When you wake up and say, "Ugh, I feel terrible," your body believes you. When you sigh, "My back is killing me," your muscles tighten as if to prove you right. But when you pause and whisper, "Thank you, body, for carrying me through another day," something magical happens. The energy shifts. The tension eases. The cells perk up like flowers turning towards sunlight. Your words create chemistry. They send signals that tell the body whether to defend or to relax. So try this instead. If you feel exhausted, don't declare war on fatigue. Offer peace. Say, "I am resting now. I am recharging my energy." If you feel pain, place your hand on that area and say, "Thank you for showing me where love is needed." The moment you speak kindly, you invite cooperation instead of resistance. You begin to partner with your body in the healing process. I've said this for years and it remains true. Every cell in your body responds to loving thoughts. Think about that. Every single cell, billions of them listening, responding, adjusting to your inner dialogue. They're like tiny children who take your every word to heart. So speak gently to them. Tell them they're doing a wonderful job. Tell them you appreciate their work. Gratitude strengthens the immune system faster than any pill, because gratitude releases tension and allows life energy to flow freely again. Science now confirms what spiritual teachers have known forever. Water molecules change structure when exposed to words of love or words of hate. Since your body is mostly water, can you imagine how powerful your words are? When you repeat, "I am grateful, I am strong, I am safe," your entire chemistry harmonizes with that vibration. When you say, "I'm hopeless," your body shrinks in confusion. So begin today to treat your body as the sacred partner it is. Let's say this affirmation softly together. Every cell in my body responds to loving thoughts. Or breathe it in. Feel it travel through your chest, your arms, your hands. You may not notice it immediately, but your cells are already listening. They are lighting up with the sound of your kindness. Your body wants to heal. It wants to cooperate. All it needs is your permission and your compassion. From this moment on, choose words that comfort rather than criticize. Your body is doing its very best to keep you alive. Honor it, bless it, love it into balance. Now let's move into the deeper layer of healing, the power of trust. Because even when you speak lovingly to yourself, there comes a time when you must also surrender. Healing unfolds in its own rhythm. It cannot be rushed. The same intelligence that grows flowers and spins galaxies is orchestrating the details of your life. Can you trust that? Sometimes healing looks like progress. Sometimes it looks like pause. Sometimes it's the sudden relief after years of pain. Sometimes it's the slow softening of a hardened heart. And both are perfect. Life is always working out for you, even when it doesn't look that way. You don't always see the divine choreography until later, when you realize that every detour was protection, every delay was preparation. Trust is not about ignoring reality. It's about remembering there's more to reality than what your eyes can see. When you say, "I trust the process of life," you align yourself with a wisdom far greater than your personality. You step into partnership with the universe itself. You let go of control, not because you're giving up, but because you finally understand that you're supported. Look at nature. The sun doesn't struggle to rise. Rivers don't strain to flow. Trees don't beg to bloom. They simply trust the process of life. You too are part of that divine rhythm. There's no need to push or panic. When you trust, your whole being relaxes. And in relaxation, healing happens faster. So whenever doubt creeps in, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I trust the process of life. The universe supports me." Feel how that calms your nervous system. Feel how your breath slows. The mind may not understand what's unfolding, but your soul does. It recognizes that life has never abandoned you. It has always been shaping you. Every ending led to a beginning. Every setback was a doorway. Every unanswered prayer was redirection towards something kinder. Trust is not passive. It's the most active form of faith there is. It says, "Even though I can't see the outcome, I choose peace now." That one decision reorganizes your energy field. It opens space for the universe to move in ways you could never plan. When you release fear, the universe rushes in to fill the space with guidance, synchronicities, and grace. Repeat again, slowly, from your heart. "I trust the process of life. The universe supports me." Say it until it feels real. Say it until your cells hum with peace. Because the more you trust, the more the universe shows you that you were right to do so. And now we come to the gentle close of this journey. Take a deep breath with me, my friend. Inhale light, exhale doubt. Feel yourself returning home to your body, your breath, your beautiful presence. Healing is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. Beneath the layers of fear, guilt, and judgment, you are whole. Beneath every wound lies the same truth. You are life itself, expressing as you. Each breath you take is proof that creation still believes in you. You don't need to become anyone else to be healed. You need only remember that you are already enough. Every time you choose love instead of criticism, you remember. Every time you forgive instead of holding on, you remember. Every time you trust instead of fear, you remember. Healing isn't adding something new. It's removing what was never true. The pain, the doubt, the old story, they are clouds passing through the sky of your being. They cannot dim your light unless you identify with them. Let them move through. You remain the sky, vast, bright, unchanged. Say this quietly to yourself. I am willing to change my thoughts. That is where every miracle begins, in willingness. Willingness cracks the door for light to enter. You don't have to know how. You just have to be open. Then affirm, I love myself into wholeness. Let that line sink deep into your cells. Your love is the glue that reassembles every scattered part of you. Your love is the balm that soothes the tired mind. Your love is the energy that turns pain into wisdom. The more you love yourself, the faster you heal, because love and health are the same vibration. And finally, breathe and repeat. Everything I need is already within me, because it is. The answers you've been searching for, the peace you've been chasing, the safety you've been longing for, they're not somewhere out there. They're right here, inside your heart, waiting for you to remember. You are life itself, creative, capable, radiant. You are the universe expressing in human form. Trust that, honor that, live from that. And each day as you speak gently to your body and softly to your soul, watch how everything begins to harmonize. Your relationships shift, your health improves, your joy deepens. Because when you remember who you truly are, life mirrors that remembrance back to you in countless blessings. So, my dear, as you go forward from this moment, carry these truths with you. You are not broken. You are awakening. You are not behind. You are blossoming. You are not alone. The universe walks with you. May your words be kind. May your heart stay open. May your trust lead the way. And whenever you forget, return to your breath and whisper, I am life itself. I am safe. I am whole. Now tell me, my dear, what loving words will you speak to yourself today?